about you, but I'm a big fan of French toast. I don't make it too often because I don't eat a lot of bread, but every once in a while I just feel like having some French toast that's crispy on the outside, soft on the inside, just delicious, filling comfort food. And today I'm going to be making a French toast recipe straight out of the Starch Solution, so stick around. Hi, Debbie Chu here from Chew on Vegan, and welcome back to my kitchen. If you're new here, I'm a plant-based RN and I've been following the Starch Solution since January of 2020. If you would like more information about the Starch Solution, I will leave a link to Dr. John McDougall's book, The Starch Solution, in the description box below. On my channel, you're going to find quick and easy whole food plant-based recipes that use no oil and are gluten-free. So if that sounds good to you, please subscribe and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video, which is every Tuesday and Saturday. And for more plant-based content, you can follow me on Instagram at Chew on Vegan. If you're new to this way of eating, or maybe you've been doing it a while, or you just maybe feel like you need some more support, I started a Facebook group, and we are a pretty active group, like-minded people, and there you will find recipes, inspiration, and support. And if you're still not convinced that a plant-based diet is right for you, I created a quick little e-guide that outlines the benefits of a whole food plant-based diet. I also have a newsletter, and that comes out about every other month, and I cover certain topics, different topics. Some of it are from a nursing point of view, some of them are tips and tricks. So all that information with the newsletter, the ebook, and the Facebook group, all those links will be in the description box below. So as I mentioned before, the recipe I'm going to make today is French toast. It will be out of the Starch Solution book here, and it is on page 223. And I've added one extra thing to it, and I'm going to do a little twist on it. I'm going to make this in the air fryer. I've never made French toast in the air fryer, but I want to try it today, and I think it's going to be great. So let's get started. So all the ingredients are going to go into my Vitamix. I've got 2 cups of soy milk. The original recipe called for cashew milk, but I'm going to use soy milk. I've got about 3 tablespoons of chopped dates, which I have soaked a little bit. Mine were a little dried out, so I did soak them in some warm water to make them easier to blend. Then in here I have some vanilla powder, some cinnamon, and a little bit of turmeric. I think the turmeric is just for color, so it's just a dash. I will leave exact measurements in the description box, and the vanilla powder is my addition to this. I like vanilla in my French toast and my pancake batter as well. So I'm just going to go mix this up till it's smooth. So you want a shallow dish. You're going to pour the mixture in here, and hopefully you won't make a mess like I did. Now I'm just using some gluten-free bread. If you're lucky enough and you don't have a problem with gluten, if you don't have celiac like I do, you can use whatever kind of bread you want. I've seen people do it with nice loaf of sourdough bread, whatever you would like. So we're just gonna dip this in here, and you don't want it to soak too long because it'll just fall apart. And then, you know, let the excess drip off. And then we're just going to place this in the air fryer basket. Now I may be crazy doing this in the air fryer, but I wanted to give it a try. And you don't know until you try something. Now this makes a lot, I think for about 12 slices of bread. So I'm just going to be making 2 slices today just for myself. But this will keep in your refrigerator for about 5 days. So I'm going to put this on 400 degrees for 10 minutes, and after the first 5 minutes I'm going to flip it over. Wish me luck. While the French toast is cooking, I wanted to go over something in this book, The Starch Solution. I get a lot of questions about what you should and shouldn't eat on the Starch Solution. And again, I just want to reiterate, if you have not read the book, read the book first. It answers so many of your questions, probably will answer all your questions. But this one part in particular I wanted to go over. and it's what to eat, what to avoid. And it says the cardinal rule of the starch solution is that you must center the food on your plate around starches, adding colorful and flavor with non-starchy vegetables and fruit. So the basis of your diet is going to be whole starches, potatoes, rice, things like that. And then, of course, the foods that should be avoided at all costs are all animal products, you know, beef, chicken, fish, all dairy, and that includes vegan cheeses because those are pretty much all just fat and a bunch of crap. Nothing that you really need. And there's so many recipes out there. I have one, many people have recipes for plant-based cheese sauce that are delicious. And then of course all oils, including olive oil. All these oils are highly processed. They're the most calorie dense food on the planet, 4,000 calories per pound. Now I know you're not going to eat a pound of oil, but it's just to put it in perspective to give you a visual. And all oils causes inflammation in your body, especially to the endothelium cells which line your arteries. So it's very important to avoid oils for your health and for weight loss. But there's so much good information in this book, and I refer to it all the time. If I forget something or if I have a question, I go right to the book, and I can most of the time find the answers in here. If not, you can go to his website, and he has a lot of free information there, a lot of great information. So again, I always refer back to the Starch Solution. It's what I used when I started my weight loss journey back in 2020, and I can't recommend it enough. All right, let's get back to our French toast. Okay, so here's what it looks like. 5 minutes on each side. I'm gonna plate it up, add some fruit and some maple syrup. So I've just garnished it with a little blueberries and strawberries, and I've got about a tablespoon of maple syrup that I'm just gonna pour over the whole thing. And that's it. That's our air fryer French toast. Let's give it a taste. So here we are, finished product here. Got some strawberries, blueberries, a little bit of maple syrup, so let's give it a taste. Definitely crispy on the outside. It's got a really good flavor. I think I probably would have soaked it a little bit longer, but as far as air frying it compared to just doing it on my nonstick griddle, I don't think there's really much difference. So whatever you prefer, if you want to throw it in the air fryer, it works great, you know, if you have one, or just throw it in a skillet or your griddle. But it was just fun to try something new. I like to experiment, and I think they're about the same. So this recipe was in the Starch Solution book. If you have not read this book yet, I highly recommend it. If you're doing the Starch Solution, Dr. McDougall goes over the whole science of why this works. You get case studies, you get lots of recipes. It's very interesting, and you learn how the body works and why whole carbs are the way to go to lose weight. If you've made it this far in the video, I appreciate it, and comment below the Starch Solution, and that way I know that you were with me to the end. I appreciate it. And remember that all my recipes are good for you, they're good for the animals, and they're good for the planet, and what you put on your plate determines your fate. Until next time, thank you. I don't know. Holy hell, come on, man. God. Okay. Can't remember what I was gonna say. Okay, I think I got it. God, my voice sounds weird. The Starch Solution is one of the easiest ways to lose your mind. No, not really. Okay.